My network was set up on the basis that we believed it was time to deliver a new freight network to many of the freight agents around the world. One thing that we're talking about is the uniqueness around exclusivity. This will be exclusive. The uniqueness is through the evolution of the trust format. I want every member to see this as a privilege. You know, there's 300 odd countries out there, but of that, activity-wise, you're actively involved in, say, 250 odd countries. And I want all of those 250 to be members. But in return, the network will demand things from members. And that will be things that lead into the possibilities of, I'm sorry, the member, you will be departing and we'll be introducing another member. We'd look at other agents and go to other networks. What we're going to do differently as part of the performance metrics is that every member receives a request. If their time zones demand this, and this is what the system will do, it'll be a same-day response. If they can't within that time zone, for example, in certain parts of the world, as we know, our night time's their daytime, then it'll be next day, but guaranteed. Now, if they don't, part of the performance metrics will rate them, and it will start to determine whether they should remain in the network. No one does this. So we're setting an algorithm to help us with this. The system will monitor this, and that's something very small, but I must tell you, it's a constant complaint. If they deserve to be there and they've worked hard to be there, part of our uniqueness is they will survive. We will help them. We've got a plan we're putting in place in relation to M&A. There's going to be a process. If someone wants to sell their company, then that 200 and odd membership has an opportunity to diligently go about investigating and looking at their business, and maybe they buy the business, and as a privilege to them, they get their membership in that country because they've bought that company. Let me reassure you, the network is going to deliver back the promises it makes. So again, you know, the loss of one member isn't a negative. It's more about, was that member right? Did that member deliver back? Was the network delivering to that member? So anyone can make an application to be a member. We don't just disqualify you before we get to know you, but you can go on our webpage at mynetwork.world/join, and please do. It's a network of trust and feeling safe in their environment.